Well, you got your wish. Offense did a little better.
Yeah, you know, they responded, which is what you hope to see. You know, they no question had more passion and more determination to do some things that were positive today and finish some drives. And it was kind of a, you know, offensive friendly field position early on in it, but those are situations you got to work and you got to respond to and you got to do. But even when we went to the drives, I thought that the offense performed well and had a chance to make some more plays. It didn't. Had some drops that were, you know, probably touchdowns, and we had a couple blown protections that I thought we were going to have open people down the field. So, you know, it was real good. Proud of the offensive staff and then the way those guys responded to yesterday's beatdown. Now, but you know, it's good to go back and forth. That's what good teams do, I'm sure, and I know the defense will respond. They won't be happy with the performance today, and they'll come back and we'll have some back and forth next week, I'm sure.
Huge key for you is staying ahead of chains,
yeah.
Which you did today. You feel like?
Most of the time. And there was a few times that, you know, if a receiver puts his foot in the ground and goes forward, or a quarterback puts his foot in the ground and goes forward, you stay where you're in real manageable third or fourth down calls. And we can't afford. We've got to get that fixed to where we know the situations. And had a couple of negative deals on snap infractions, which you know, our quarterbacks have got to speak up some, and our centers have got to really focus in on just hearing one voice. But we had a few negative plays, but all in all, I thought you know, it was pretty successful as far as staying in schedule.
Going live seemed to help Barry and McHale a little bit.
Well, it gives you an accurate representation of who we kind of are. And, you know, there's times in practice where we'll run one of those and the quarterback will make a decision to keep it, and we blow it pretty quick. You have no clue whether you got 1, none, or 10. So, you know, it's always a risk, but I've always done that with, you know, if we have 2 or 3 guys, I usually tend to do that somewhere toward the end of spring. Each year. I don't really do that a lot in the fall, but in spring, I think it, and some of it had to do with how poorly we looked yesterday, and I had a feeling that we could get some quarterback runs out of Barry and McHale and make us more successful.
What have you thought about McHale's spring? What's his development been like?
Up and down.
Yeah.
You know, very inconsistent. Throwing it helped him today, obviously, being able to use his feet some and run the ball, and I thought he was real effective in the red zone portion of the times we were down there. But he's been up and down, you know, very inconsistent, but certainly he's got the arm strength, and you know, he didn't get a lot of reps last year.
Yeah.
And so he's kind of just a freshman, really.
So what are his decisions and understanding of the offense like?
Up and down.
Yeah.
Inconsistent, you know, but again, he's still new at it, relatively. So we're certainly not giving up on him. He had a better day today and made some scrambles with his legs and some different plays. And so we'll go watch the film and hopefully we see some better things today.
Do you worry at all about the development of the offense as a whole, not having Bo here this spring?
Nah, I can't afford to worry about that. I mean, obviously it's a concern not having him, Aaron Morris, you know, Moncrief, Corbett Neat, Junin, you know, on and on. But it's not something that I dwell on, no.
What would you like to do with Buchanan and Kincaid in the fall?
I hope they compete. You know, they can get here in June and start watching cut-ups. We can't be with them, but they can watch all our cut-ups, and you know, they both are now, I think. You know, but you know, we'd like to see them compete and develop and make this a much more competitive room. And let's separate who the best are. That's what, you know, SEC football is at any campus you go to. And right now, we don't have the depth in those rooms to really to do that consistently. So we're hoping to develop that in recruiting, though.
Christian Morgan.
He's got a knee that we got to get an MRI on. I'm not sure. I mean, it's definitely something wrong. To what extent, I don't know. But I think it's scheduled for Monday morning.
What do you think of Dotson's day today running the ball?
I think Dotson's a really good player. He's really fighting an ankle. I mean, it's really ballooned up on him, and he keeps going in every practice. But I thought today he looked like he handled the pain a little better. I thought he had a decent day.